Good insight, Trina. Really great. David?
Present?
Are you?
Meaning?
Your 28 days are almost up.
Oh, so soon.
We've had a lot of these group sessions. We've shared a lot of feelings. We've learned a lot of facts about you, but not a lot about how you feel.
Oh, well, I'm a lawyer. We don't have feelings.
Good deflection.
Thank you.
Now tell us how you feel.
How I feel?
Yeah.
At this moment?
Generally, since you came to us.
I feel angry. Is that the correct answer?
Why do you feel angry?
Why do I feel angry? Maybe because I'm a walking dictionary of cliches. A corrupt lawyer, pathetic, separated man, soulless politician, Irish drunk. Why don't you pick? Maybe because I started boozing when I was 8, when my old man used to give me sips of his beer while I watched the Pats games on Sundays in the parlor. Of course, the same hand that fed me that can of beer was the same hand that went across my face when I was a teenager who stayed out late drinking. Maybe because I hated making my mom worry. Never mind how he made her worry. I'm angry maybe because I was raised to believe that the privileges that men like my father had, the right to chase other women as long as you're provided for the family, the right to belt a guy if you got out of line, the right to bend the rules for your friends. Oh, and always my favorite, the God-given right to knock back a few cold ones before you got behind the wheel of a car. All those were gone when it was my turn. You ask me why I'm angry? I've been in this dump for 28 days and I still don't know what the hell I want except another drink.
David? Dave? Can you answer the question?
Sorry. What was the question again?
How do you feel?
Good. Yeah. Feel good. You? Thank you.
Fisher said to make sure you see him right away.
Thank you. Messages?
Your father called 4 times.
My father, did you tell me that?
Golfing trip, yeah. He was real sweet. Hollings, Ramirez, Detective Stevens, Jack Azakian called. He wants to touch base with you before the Watkins summation.
Great. Thanks, Tracy.
You look good, David.
Thank you. And thanks for the plan. Anything else?
A friend of yours dropped by this morning.
A friend of mine? Who?
He wouldn't tell me. He said he wanted to surprise you.
What do you look like?
Balding, brown eyes, big shoulders, about your height. Obviously, I didn't tell him anything about your schedule.
Appreciate that.
Fisher said first thing.
Great. Thank you.
You look good, David.
Thank you.
We're all proud of you.
And we're all proud of you too, Thomas.
Sabrina Fithian is a jewel thief in the John Donadoni crime operation. Police believe she was the shooter who killed the 2 officers in last March's gold coin heist.
This is what they brought her in for?
No, for another job. Detective Catherine Pierce was surveilling and investigating her for over a year. She and her task force caught her in the act 2 weeks ago. Her accomplice was killed. Sabrina was apprehended near the scene.
When's the prelim?
Tomorrow.
Right.
Thomas's first chair, you'll back him up.
We should probably have a word.
No problem. When you're ready, just come see me around the corner.
I want to ease you back in.
I don't need easing, Ben.
You just got out yesterday, for God's sakes. Thomas is up to speed.
I can be up to speed within an hour, and you know that.
Now, we've been waiting to take Donadoni's house down for a long time now. His theft ring is a major cornerstone. And I can't be sure your self-destructive phase is over.
Thomas Paltrow.
Well, believe it or not, David, you're not the only lawyer with brains and ambition around here.
These two pros. Heavy equipment to core tunnel into the vault, drill presses to get into the safe deposit boxes. No way they could do that without money like Donadoni's.
Well, it takes money to make money. Well, Darrell was killed in the course of the robbery, so we've got provocative act murder, right?
Now, the good news is, we got better than that. Now, the cops say 50 did Darrell herself. Pierce wounded Darrell in the leg before she went down herself. 50 didn't want the liability, did her execution style.
Wow. And they say lawyers are cold. Felony murder in addition to robbery, that's nice.
Yeah, well, now we're getting to the bad news.
No DNA.
Not a drop.
At least we got her with the diamonds.
Yeah, we should be so lucky. They're missing. All except a handful they left beside Darrell's body.
Missing?
Yeah, $18 million.
Oh, $18 million worth of diamonds are missing.
The cops don't look good here.
These cops? I doubt it.
We have to think ahead to what defense is gonna say.
Boy, that's great thinking. I gotta try that.
Look, I'm gonna need you to go over the cops' testimony one more time before tomorrow.
This is your witness list?
Yes. Look, I want to keep Heckler off the stand. Right? There's enough of a smell with the diamonds missing.
I don't think so. I think
Hey, David, please, right? The prelim's tomorrow. And you'll have more input at the trial phase, I promise.
Whatever you say.
Listen, it's not so bad.
No, for you, it's great.
A friend of yours dropped by. They said he wanted to surprise you. Balding, brown eyes, big shoulders.
David?
Morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Look, I've got this plate. I was wondering if you could run it for me.
As long as it's not a blonde in a convertible.
This guy has been running into a little bit too much lately. Stopped by my office, didn't leave his name, and you know, there's a bunch of guys out there that wouldn't mind seeing me dead.
Yeah. Plus, there's all those guys you put in jail.
Open mic night here at the old precinct. Fearless.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I also want you to know that I'm backing up Thomas Paltrow on the 50 case.
Backing up?
I'm on my way to talk to the uniforms. I need to talk to you guys and Pierce.
Yeah, she's upstairs.
Yeah, here he is. He's one of yours. Paul Barnes just finished a 6-year stint on a DUI for crippling 8-year-old Allie
Ruffalo. 2 kids of his own. Pretty wife. Contracting business.
Yep. And he sent him away.
Well, we can always pay Mr. Barnes a little visit.
Let's hold up on that for now, okay? But, thanks, guys.
All right.
When we arrived, Burrell was deceased. Detective Pierce was regaining consciousness.
So, Detective Pierce was conscious?
Regaining consciousness. As we approached, Detective Pierce was not yet fully conscious. It's not my first trip to court, Counselor.
You're gonna sit this one out, Ray. Tom, you're gonna take the stand.
Ray's got more experience in court.
Look, do you really want to take the stand answering questions about missing diamonds?
Well, after you dragged my name through the Vista Heights scandal, I guess that could get ugly, yeah. Is that it?
Ray, hold on. Look, she probably dumped the diamonds to somebody on the subway before I apprehended her. And for all we know, the diamonds are set in engagement rings all over the country by now.
Share that theory on the stand.
We'll miss you at the bar. Why don't you stop by sometime? Have one on me.
Detective Pierce.
Nice to meet you, Counselor.
Nice to meet you. Oh, wait a minute. We've met before. At the police protective dinner last spring.
Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. Tell me what happened in the tunnel.
I was in pursuit of Durrell, ordered her to halt. She didn't. She fired at me. I returned fire, hitting her in the leg. As I approached, I was hit 4 times in the back of my vest. The force made me drop my gun, and I lost consciousness. That's all I can testify to.
Detective, there's only a prelim, so feel free to speculate. What do you think happened after that point?
Oh, Fithian killed Durrell. When I came to, Fithian was gone, and Durrell was shot at close range.
Was your gun recovered at the scene?
Yes.
You wore a blue dress that night.
And you wore a tux.
Very good. The event was black tie. Okay, let's continue. Oh. Did anybody tell you the party's over? No, stick around. I'll prove it.
How was the drunk tank?
I thought I heard the theme from Jaws. Trolling for new clients, are we?
Oh, doll, you can't afford me. Try a public defender.
After you.
I'm supposed to be facing Paltrow.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just babysitting.
Oh, he'll need it.
So what, the Barracuda's taking over?
It's your case, you tell me.
I just moved to Foster's office this morning.
Well, then the defendant made it very big and very fast, straight up. Good luck, kid.
The state charges Sabrina Fithian with first-degree murder of Rachel Durrell, attempted murder of police officer Catherine Pierce, robbery, and special allegations of firearms use for all of the above. We'd like to call Detective Catherine Pierce as our first witness.
I saw Durrell up ahead and ordered her to stop. She did not. I ordered her to stop again. She turned and fired at me. I returned fire, hitting her in the leg. I ordered her to drop her weapon, which she did. As I approached, 4 shots rang out, and I felt the impact. The last thing I remember was losing my firearm as I fell forward.
Thank you, Detective.
Interesting version of events, Detective Pierce.
Thank you.
Let's try another scenario. After you shoot Durrell in the leg, you see she's in possession of the diamonds. If you take her into custody, she'll talk, so you kill her instead and leave a few token diamonds near the body.
Your Honor, this goes beyond speculation.
There's no jury here, counsel. I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Then there's the matter of the elusive second robber.
Not so elusive. There she is.
Do you expect us to find it plausible that she would kill her friend and yet spare you, her pursuer?
I do.
You're saying that you yourself didn't kill Durrell?
I did not.
Okay. Well, the ballistic report says you did.
Your Honor, this is fantasy.
Ms. Jacobson.
This isn't fantasy, Your Honor. Here's the report stating that Durrell was killed by Detective Pierce's gun.
Well, I have not yet seen that, Your Honor.
Well, it was available as of 5 o'clock last night.
Your Honor, this is wild speculation on the part of defense and defamatory.
The only wild speculation and defamation is on your part.
Ms. Jacobson, do you have any further comments or questions for Detective Pearson?
I certainly do.
We'll reconvene in the morning.
How could you not know your gun killed Durrell?
I was unconscious.
You made us look stupid.
The report landed on your desk the same time it landed on Jacobson's. It's your fault you didn't do your homework.
You got that report too.
Yeah, I was caught in a triple homicide, in-home invasion at 4 o'clock. Where the hell were you? Oh, wait, let me guess. You were on the phone, a foot away from the inbox where the report was sitting. Brilliant.
That's a good first day. Garbage. Who's there? Barnes?
You're out of scotch. And who the hell is Barnes?
What are you doing here?
That's a nice way to greet your old man. Since when do you golf?
I don't. Look, I didn't want to tell you or Mom over the phone. I went to a substance abuse program.
Are you taking pills or something?
No, Pop, it's the booze.
Hey, if you're drinking too much, you can always cut back. That's what I do.
I'll try that with my next crutch.
Was it one of those deals where you had to pay a king's ransom to scrub the floor with a toothbrush?
Close.
Yeah. California's a funny place, David Francis. Full of scams to put your money when you got too much of it.
Look, Pop, you okay?
Hmm?
Why are you here? You okay?
Well, you tell me. I had to hear about your separation from your mother, who heard it from Marion. And then you disappeared. You gonna iron things out?
I don't know.
Marriage is a vow before God, son.
Yeah, so is monogamy.
Well, she'll forgive you.
Talking about you.
What goes on between a man and a woman is their business.
Do you even listen to yourself?
You got nothing in your fridge either, except some brown thing. Come on, let's go eat, and please, none of that sushi crap. 2 Jamesons, neat.
Club soda, please, for me. Thank you.
Club soda? I dragged my ass 3,000 miles to find you on the wagon.
I said I was trying, okay? Just look. I don't drink scotch in the middle of an important case.
1 Jameson, neat. What's it about?
High-end robbery. The partner was killed, but we have the other woman in a preliminary hearing right now.
2 women?
2 women.
This place is wacky.
Yeah, well, all trends start in California, right, Pop?
Yeah, and end in hell. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
So why is this one so important?
The ring's run by John Donadoni. He's LA's biggest organized crime boss.
That sounds like the movies.
No, he's not some kneecapping jamoke. He's got this construction company that provides the manpower and the tools and the proximity to nab these high-end goods. Look, this one's kind of important to me. I've made a few mistakes in the last couple of months, and I got a lot of people watching, so.
Well, you think you're gonna win?
I don't know. The lead attorney's an idiot.
Hey, I thought you were the head guy at trials.
Pop, I'm on probation right now.
You're on probation. You know why? Because you spent too much time in that place. Yeah. Well, don't get crazy. It's just one case.
No, Dad, it's not just one case. It's important to me.
Well, don't worry, David Francis. You will land on your feet. You always do. It's in your blood.
Well, so what's your interest in the Red Sox so suddenly?
Well, you guys had a whole boatload of arms the last couple of weeks.
Okay, let's cut the BS. What's the skinny?
Thomas is off 50th.
What happened?
I don't know, some sort of family emergency.
Wow, I hope everything's okay.
He didn't get into it. Look, I thought about it, and I don't want you to have to take a back seat again after all the work you've done.
In my first chair?
That's right. Prelim and trial.
Ben, 28 days of group hugs may have stripped me of my pride, but not my brain. Thomas's only emergency is that his ass puckered after Sally Jacobson outclassed him in court. And the only reason you're giving me this case is to protect yourself. You know, if I blow the prelim, well, the drunk just wasn't ready yet. But if by some miracle win the prelim and lose a trial, it's a final blow to a career that you stopped believing in months ago.
David?
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Ben. I won't let you down.
I know.
I'm going to put you all on the stand.
Even me?
Yes. The witness list wasn't my idea yesterday. It is now.
And you don't think the Barracuda's going to bring up Vista Heights?
No, because I'm going to bring it up first. Ever since Rampart, police corruption has replaced racism as the new get-out-of-jail card. We're going to meet that head-on. Now, the more of you I put on the stand, the more difficult it will be for the judge to believe that there's some kind of vast police theft conspiracy. But I need you all to be on your toes. And hey, no more surprises.
Good morning, Detective Pierce.
So far.
I just have a few leftover questions from yesterday. Why are you tracking my client?
I was granted permission to create a task force for the purpose of breaking a high-end robbery ring. Miss Fithian was and still remains our prime suspect.
On what basis?
The robberies all occurred on or near the property serviced by a construction company owned by Mr. John Donadoni. Miss Fithian was employed by Mr. Donadoni as a security engineering consultant for 10 years.
So, my client is your main target because she held an engineering job?
Your Honor, we have entered for the record a detailed petition that resulted in Judge Barogas's granting Detective Pierce a surveillance warrant on Miss Fithian.
Proceed.
I have a different theory on why Miss Fithian became your focus detective.
Great. I so enjoyed your last one.
Do you believe my client killed 2 police officers during a robbery last year?
Yes, I do. Although I didn't know those officers.
So you don't have a personal stake in this case?
That's correct, I don't.
Exactly when was your task force assembled, Detective Pierce?
2 weeks ago, October 2nd.
And when was this picture taken?
Where did that come from?
Just answer the question, please.
October 1st.
I'd say this looks very personal.
I object. I've never seen this picture, and I have no context for it.
What the hell was that?
She set me up.
Set you up. I told you to tell me everything. No. Next elevator. Thank you very much.
I told you she approached me.
Catherine, is that you?
She approached you. Yeah. Okay. You didn't tell me that you guys were making out.
We weren't. She bribed me.
Bribed? That looked like free will to me.
Counselor.
What'd you do? Did you kill Darrell out of some jealous fit?
Would
Is that
you
what this is all
listen
about?
to
I
me?
am listening. What do you want?
Fithian took me by surprise. Darrell probably shot that picture just before I told her to get lost.
You know what? I think Sally Jacobson's right. This is looking a little personal to me.
It's a setup, nothing more. And just because I didn't remember your award-winning smile at some fundraiser doesn't mean I'm gay.
After 3 months of exhaustive investigation by the DA's office, Internal Affairs, and the Los Angeles Tribune, is there anything linking you to the Vista Heights police corruption scandal?
Not one thing.
Not one thing. And who was the prosecuting attorney on the investigation?
The fair-haired boy, David McNorris.
Am I mistaken in believing that I have a reputation for being thorough?
Relentless to a fault.
Thank you.
Officer Heckler, that was a very thorough account of the scrutiny you endured.
That'd be another show at 8.
Such unwarranted attention must make you angry at the system.
Frustrated would be more accurate.
So you stated that you and Officer Tucot relieved Officers Lillian and Martyr and secured the crime scene containing Miss Darrell's lifeless body.
That is correct.
You also remained there when the evidence was being collected?
Yes.
And you were there when the CSU unit took this picture?
Yes, I believe that's my boot in the photograph there.
And this one taken 2 minutes later?
That's what it says.
Look at them both side by side and tell me what's the difference between the first picture and the second?
Well, let's see. His bow tie is missing, the cat's tail is longer, and the table has 3 legs.
Officer Heckler.
Sorry, Your Honor. I don't see a difference.
Well, I do. The pattern of the spilled diamonds in the first picture has an arc, but in the second picture, the arc has been disturbed, indicating that there is a diamond missing. It must be difficult, Officer Heckler, to always find yourself in situations where other people are stealing money. No more questions.
You son of a bitch. I go on the record to clear your name against my better judgment, and you screwed me.
What are you, new here? Look at the pictures. There's no missing diamond. That song and dance was classic Jacobson.
Was it?
I had to knock you back to the desert.
Go ahead. Give me a reason.
It's nothing I like better. It's a nice try.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're looking for a reason, all right. Everybody's watching this one. You need to win. I'd be the perfect excuse for you later.
You know what? You're an ass, Ray.
Enjoy the pictures.
How many months now? 2 minutes till the meeting starts.
All right, we'll be in a sec.
Just ignore us. Yeah. Hey, look, the police know that you've been following me around, so just...
I wasn't. I mean, I didn't mean to be.
Really? Really? Is that why you stopped by my office and said you were my friend?
I couldn't tell them you put me away.
What do you want?
Prison meant a white-knuckle detox. I had to fight those animals just to keep my teeth. My wife quit coming. The only thing that kept me alive was thinking about what I'd do to you when I got out.
Really? Even though you were the one who ran over that 6-year-old girl?
I'm just getting to that. And the prison sucked. But it helped me see some things. Eventually, I realized the guy I wanted dead all along was me. Even before the accident. 6 years sober. Thank you. Okay?
Hey, Pop.
Son?
You know, there are other restaurants in Los Angeles, you know.
Well, consistency is underrated. I've had the same barber, bookie, and wife for the past 40 years. Besides, I like this place. They show the Celtics.
All right.
Can I get you guys something to drink?
Jameson, neat?
Make that 2, please.
Coming right up.
Your cops didn't look too good today.
Yeah, I got shredded.
Worst case, you lose. Won't kill your career.
Who says I'm gonna lose?
Did you call Marion today?
Pop, please, come on. I asked you to just...
Do you remember that summer house we had in New Hampshire years ago?
Yep.
You remember when you caught that big bass?
No, Dad, you caught that big bass. You handed me the pole, and then you bent down to tie your shoe, and then I felt this big tug.
No. You caught that monster, not me.
Whatever you say, Pop.
Well, here's the proof.
Oh, my God. Kevin Flanagan. What's he doing now?
Firefighter on disability.
Here you are, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You remember those 2 characters?
Yeah. Little Tommy and Big Tommy O'Brien.
You remember Big Tommy's uncle?
What was his name? Jerry O.
Jerry O, that's it. He wasn't with us that year. He married an Italian girl, moved to San Diego. Came back to Boston to see me last week.
What does he have to say?
He was worried about a friend.
You and your gang always taking care of some friend.
That's what you do with friends, David Francis. You take care of them.
What's wrong with his friend?
His friend is very worried. His friend is John Donadoni.
You're asking me to take a dive.
I just want you to know that there's a connection here.
There's always some connection with you, Dad.
You got something to say? Let me hear it.
Yeah, I got something to say. You're a crook, a liar, a drunk, and you haunt me. You haunt me. A father's supposed to tell his son right from wrong, but you teach me how to cut corners. You teach me that the fists are for anger and that the bottle is for fear. And here I am, afraid out of my mind, and I can't use the one tool I know how to use. But just when I decide that I hate you, remember the hours that you spent hitting me ground balls before baseball tryouts, or drop me off at the rink at 4:30 in the morning. I think maybe I've been in California too long. One trip to the loony bin, and ooh, I'm blaming everything on my father.
Hey, buddy, keep it down.
Shut up! I am talking to my dad. And then you show up. And like a fool, I think that maybe you might give me one little drop of support, because unlike you, I don't have one friend. Not one. But instead of offering me support, what do?
You take the one little piece of my soul that I didn't sell. See you, Pop.
What is it?
What do you need?
Don't fight so hard. This case is a loser. You said so yourself. Son, there's an opportunity here.
An opportunity? Talking about money, right?
I am.
We'll talk about this later, okay?
So what's the rundown?
Right now, the murder of Wisnicki and Chandler is behind bars where she belongs. Whether or not she stays there, it's up to us. Ray, what's up with those crime scene photos?
Oh, it's totally bogus.
What?
More or less. You know what this is?
A diamond.
No. This is a symbol of the injustice in the world, that some poor bugger works in a mine for pennies to dig this out to make some diamond merchant rich. Cut to us, civil servants, down here, risking our lives. Why? So we can prevent this from being diverted on its way to becoming J-Lo's toe ring.
Why would you mess with evidence of the crime scene?
Maybe the irony of a sewer full of diamonds is lost on
it is lost on us.
Guys, come on, that's enough.
All right, so what do we do now?
We have to get rid of any suspicion that Pierce here shot Darrell.
Okay, how do we do that?
We go over everything we have. Again.
Okay, so this is the bullet that killed Darrell. This is the bullet that the lab fired from Detective Pierce's weapon.
See how the striations are identical?
So what's that right there?
It's a marking, which is also identical. The striations come from the barrel, markings come from the muzzle.
What? What is it?
It's, Nick here. You dropped your gun on the fall, right?
Yes,
Could this nick in the muzzle happen when you fell also?
possibly. I always run with the barrel facing down.
All right. Could this nick have caused a marking that appeared on both bullets?
Absolutely.
That means the bullet that I fired into Darrell's leg is different.
Exactly.
So where is it?
What was it through and through? They didn't find it.
Okay. You contact your guys who are on the tunnel search. You tell them that this bullet is the new priority. You got that?
Yeah.
Great. Excuse me. McNorris.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I've got good news.
What's that? Donadoni turned himself in?
Well, not quite. But the bullet that Pierce fired into Darrell is different. It's different than the one Fithian put in Darrell's head. We're looking for the first bullet now.
Different. It's good.
Go get him, kid.
So, Detective Smith, you're saying that there's proof that the second bullet discharged from Detective Pierce's firearm, the execution shot, was done so after Detective Pierce was rendered unconscious?
Yes.
The state will be entering into evidence both bullets discharged from Detective Pierce's firearm. Thank you.
What the hell are you doing?
What are you talking about?
I never said we had the first bullet. I said we were looking for it.
Wait a minute, you said you had evidence.
But if we don't find it, you just handed the Barracuda means for a mistrial.
You weren't clear.
Look, come on, man. What are you trying to blow the prelim so that you won't lose that trial?
You know what? Why don't you get off your moral high horse for 1 second and realize that I worked my ass off on this case.
Look, this case may mean a lot to you. It means a hell of a lot more to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're working around the clock, off the clock, bringing you every shred of evidence we can. We're trying to help you. We're doing everything we can, man.
You're not the only one working hard. Hey, listen.
What?
I said you're not the only one working hard.
Yeah, I heard you.
So is Donadoni. The diamonds? Diamonds are still in play. Donadoni doesn't have the diamonds. He's going to way too much trouble to clear Fithian.
What trouble?
Jacobson, for one. You know how expensive she is? Clearly, she has enough resources.
Well, maybe he's just making sure that Fithian doesn't flip.
Oh, he's right. It would be more style to just kill her.
Well, say she handed the diamonds off to somebody, you know? Not a Donadoni guy. What does it matter?
Donadoni can find that person. Fithian knows that.
Well, that means the diamonds didn't get to the subway.
Well, I don't know. I don't think the diamonds are in those tunnels. I mean, we combed those things 20 times.
Well, what if they didn't get to the tunnel? I mean, she set me up with that picture. I think she's setting us all up.
So what are you saying, the diamonds disappeared?
Well, she had to have scattered that vault beforehand. The only way to get inside a safe deposit
You have to
vault...
rent a safe deposit box yourself.
Exactly.
That's it. It's bad for your health, you know that?
Please, I get enough about these for my husband.
Talking about working for Donadoni.
What's your point?
Tell your client I'd like to speak to her alone about Jill Foster.
Oh, you got a set of stones, McNorris.
Just relay the message, please.
What do you think? I just got my law degree. No client of mine is going to talk to anyone alone.
Jill Foster.
I was hoping we'd win at trial, but I think this will be dismissed after the prelim. Good. McNorris is so desperate that he tried to get me to pass on a threat. I may have him disbarred.
What kind of threat?
Is Jill Foster a family member?
What'd he say?
Who's Jill Foster?
Sally, what'd he say?
He said he wanted to talk to you alone.
Call him.
Uh-oh. I strongly advise against this.
Call him.
You know, it's funny. You don't look like a Jill.
You said you wanted to talk.
We found the diamonds. How's that for conversation starter?
I don't know anything about that.
Really? Well, I got some great news for you. You know that little safe deposit box that you rented under your real name? Jill Foster. Well, the police found $18 million worth of stolen property in there. Did you hear that? Jill? Sounds like tables are turning.
Don't call me Jill.
Oh, no. Nothing to be embarrassed by. Los Angeles is the city of dreams. This is where we all come to remake ourselves. But you know the one thing that I realized? You can never really leave that mess behind. Sally's gonna have a very difficult time with the latest developments, huh?
What do you want?
Everything you've got on Donadoni.
Yeah, and I'll be dead within an hour.
You will be anyway. Once he finds out that we have the diamonds, you become a liability that he can't afford. Kind of like Darrell became for you. I left Sally out of this one so we can get a head start on the security. If you cooperate, we'll give you yet another false identity. You can spend the rest of your life in prison, safe from your boss.
I want parole on the table.
Sorry, fresh out of parole for cop killers.
Well, then forget it.
Really? Once you no longer have your own cell to yourself, it'll be Shanks for the memories.
I know how much you want Donadoni.
And I know how much you want to live. Let's see who feels stronger.
I can tell you where you find the gold coins.
Thanks for playing.
All right, David. Start your tape. Let's see what comes out.
Fire away.
I started pulling jobs for Donadoni when I was 32.
Hey, I'm on my way to Judge Clark to get a warrant for Donadoni's arrest. Considering what Fithian told me, there's no way he'll get bail.
Give us a taste.
2 bodies buried in his Transmetro building, a direct line to the gold coins he liquidated.
We're gonna have to put 50 in isolation, double up our security.
Done. But until Donadoni's in custody, you can't breathe a word of this to anyone. The man's got a helicopter and 2 private planes. He'll be gone in minutes.
Cool, no problem. The 3 of us will pick him up alone.
I'll have the warrant within an hour.
1 hour, baby.
Get it going. How much would I get? Sabotage a trial. How much would I get?
50 grand.
50 grand. Wow. 50 grand. And where would you get that from, Pop? Your retirement fund? Refinance the house?
What?
Guys like Donadoni, they don't bribe, they threaten and they kill. And Jerry O, what kind of friend relays a death threat?
That's my business, boys, not yours.
Business, yeah. You and your twisted sense of honor. You'd rather bribe your son than ask him for help.
They found the diamonds, Pop. Fithian's already talking.
So there's nothing you can do.
All right, look, this is Donadoni's office number. I'm on my way to see the judge. In 40 minutes, the police are going to have a warrant for his arrest. Call him from an outside line. Tell him we have the diamonds. Tell him to leave the country.
What are you going to do?
I'll settle for a cop killer who never sees sunshine. Look, he'll know it's the best you could do. He'll know that you got to me. Well, looks like you got the last laugh, huh, lady?
Norris?
Hey.
I wanted to come tell you what happened.
Donadoni got away?
No. We hooked him up right in his office. Walked him right through and down the block. Wish you could have seen it.
Wait a minute, you've got him in custody?
Yeah. Arraignment's tomorrow.
Good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It was a good day for all of us. Look, the cops at the station are toasting with Nicky and Chandler. Why don't you come? We'll have them give you some ginger ale in a dirty glass.
Look, I'm gonna have to pass on this one, Joel.
Got something else planned?
You have a family thing.
Okay.
Pop.
I gotta get back. Your mother's beside herself with all the free time.
You didn't call him.
No.
Why?
Because you gotta catch another big fish.
But you're in danger now.
You want to see real danger? Look in your refrigerator.
Pop, look. Look.
By the time I was your age, I had 4 kids and a wife who cooked for me every night. You're living like some college kid.
I'm separated.
Well, therein lies the problem. You know, do yourself a favor. Call Marion.
Dad, just be careful, okay?
You too.
When I walk through the earth, I get stuck in the middle. I can't see your love, don't know your love. When I walk through the earth, I get stuck in the middle. I can't see your love, I don't know your love. Why won't you take me away? Take me today. Keep on rising higher.
Everybody down!
Next Friday on Boomtown, they look like cops.
Don't move, LAPD! Face down on the floor!
But they're not cops.
Yeah, baby!
How do you stop a crime spree when the criminal looks just like you?
You guys be safe.
Vanessa Williams on an all-new Boomtown, NBC next Friday.